Hello everybody, welcome back to Pixie Root. Today's makeup tutorial I'm going to do for you is a New Year's Eve makeup, but it's an affordable New Year's Eve makeup. I've just been to my local chemist. In America you may call it drugstore, or supermarket, whatever you want to call it, and purchased a lot of stuff. I spent £60, but I'm trying not to use £60 worth of stuff because actually makeup's really expensive. Even the stuff that's affordable isn't really affordable. But hopefully you've got little bits on your journey so you won't need to go out and buy the whole thing. So let me get started. First off, I got a Barry M Flawless Mist and Fix Makeup Setting Spray. And I am going to use that with my Collections Colour Match Foundation. This was the cheapest foundation I could find and I really liked it. I really like the finish of it. It is $3.99 and this was $4.99, so that already takes your price up. Hopefully you wouldn't need this, but I like it to give a little bit of slip and also it's going to fix it into place. So I'm going to take my foundation onto the back of my hand. I'm going to spray my spritz mist all over my face. I'm going to take a brush and just buff that into the skin. I bet you're all like, what brush is that? This is a new one. You should start seeing it soon. So work that foundation all over. And what the spritz is going to do is allow a little bit of movement, but also allow that foundation, it kind of grabs onto it to allow that foundation to stick into place. Sometimes find that drugstore foundations or supermarket foundations, they are a little bit drying on the skin. So by having that mist, it's just allowing it to not sit so dry. I want it to dry to the skin because I want it to last, but I don't want it to go on already dry on the skin. It needs to have a little bit of playtime and a little bit of movement before it sets. Next, itch my nose and onto eyes. I bought this Sleek Storm palette. The reason I went for this one is it is one of the cheaper palettes that has a great colour payoff. It's $8.99. The colours do all pay off really well, but it also has quite a variety of colours, which is why I chose it. I wanted one that will work for New Year's Eve, but you can also use it throughout the year because it's got a lot of colour choices there. Firstly, I'm going to take Dust Storm, which is this one here, and work that over the eyelid. Now I did apply my foundation over the eye, so my eyeshadow already had something to cling to. Under the eyes with that as well. These palettes are so good for their money. Just going to take a larger brush just to buff that out. So it almost disappears as it blends out. Now over the top of that I'm going to go in with a little bit of Storm Cloud just because I really like this colour. And hopefully over the top of this eyeshadow, because it's a brown, it will make it look a little bit like MAC Club, which is like a green but it has a slightly brown undertone to it. You can always stick to the brown if you want. I just want it to be a little bit more fun. So actually we're going to bring Tuesday Chats back next year. So if you've got any ideas of what you want us to talk about on Tuesday Chats, then please let us know. I'm just going to get another smaller brush. This is the .XXXS. Can I just tell you, there has been no fall down from these products. That's bloody brilliant. Nice. Okay. We might go back to the eyeshadows, but I'm going to leave it there for a second. I then got myself a Barry M pencil in number 2. They didn't have a 1, which is black, I assume. So I went for a number 2. That is totally going to be one of those outtakes. So I went for a number 2. I'm just going to, and I go for a Kohl pencil because I just like the finish of it. And I like the movement it gives throughout the night. So run that along the lash line. And remember, in the Sleek palette that I bought, the Storm one, there is a black anyway, so I will add the black over the top. Inside the waterline. Under the eye. You can go for a black gel liner if you want. I personally prefer a wax. a Kohl, just for the movement of it. So I have twin brothers. They're not twins with me, they're twins separately. I'm just going to take a little bit of black on an angle brush. And it's their birthday today, they're 29. Now John, who is part of the Lean Machines, if you know who they are, they do fitness videos on here. He is so easy to buy for because he's buying a house, so vouchers, done. Now Jim, who's also on YouTube, I don't know what his name is on YouTube, Jim's Everyday Vlogs or don't know, something. No, he has everything. What do you buy someone with everything? He likes gadgets, stuff like that, but, you know, what do you get someone? So I didn't get him anything. Win. I'll give him a hug. We've got dinner tonight with them, so that'll be nice. If I can, I might take a little bit of that green on this brush. Might be a bit shimmery for inside the eye, and just push that inside the eye. Oh, it does show up. Contact wearers beware, because it does have a lot of pigment that might go in the eyes. Right, I'm going to go in with a bit of mascara. This is the Maybelline mascara, which I think is $6.99. So far with this as well, I've got £27 worth of stuff on my face. That is less than what my normal foundation costs. So with the mascara, I'm just going to keep applying it until I get it bold, like I normally like mascara. Just a bit more time consuming. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit of Collection's Lasting Perfection Concealer. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do this step, so it would have saved me some money. But I need concealing under my eyes. And I know this is a good concealer, because I use it. And the concealer is $3.99. I've got about £30 of makeup on my face at the moment. A little bit of that just through my brows. But then I am going to use my eyeshadow that I use for my brows just to soften that. I want the highlight, but I don't want that vast line that it gave me. So it just creates a slightly less of a line there. Okay, what did I get for my brows? Actually, I might do the brows at the end. I then bought this, which I really like, which is a Maybelline Master Contour. Let's have a look. Maybelline Contour Master, $6.99. Or maybe the other Maybelline thing wasn't $6.99. Oh, mascara must have been $4.99. Oopsie. It's really hard to work out what all these prices are because they don't actually say what any of them are. It just like has one letter and then you have to guess. I will work it all out properly at the end. So this is a contour on one side, highlight on the other, and I quite like this. I'm not massively into contour, but lots of people are, so I'm going to do it. Let's give a little brush to rub that through. I've got a sculpting brush just to soften that. And I have some colour back. Have a look at what the highlighter's like, shall we? It's quite nice. I like that product from Maybelline. I did buy bronzer, but I don't think I'm going to need the bronzer now I've used a bit of contour. Next to the brows, and I went for a Bourjois BrowDuo Sculpt in Brun 23 Brown. And this was $6.99. Brows were really difficult to find because they're really expensive. And they only had a dark one, and I'm hoping it's not ridiculously too dark. So I'm going to use it softly. Brows are very difficult, I think, to come by. I think I have quite difficult brows to do in general at the moment because they're so much thicker and stronger. Maybe not thicker, but each hair is has much more strength since using that lash. Actually, they're a lot coarser. Shall I try the little shimmer underneath it while I've got it? It's probably not my sort of thing, but it's nice. It's a little bit pink for me. You can get false lashes if you want. They were quite expensive actually, so I didn't want to get some because I thought it would take me totally outside of realistic affordability. Then in with a touch of powder so it lasts all night, I've got the Illuminating Setting Powder by Collections, which was $3.99. I went for illuminating so it gives a nice glow to the skin, and this one actually does, it's nice. I am going over with a bit of bronzer, sorry. Can't resist. My skin looks all shimmery. It's quite shimmery, that powder. I kind of like it. It's nice. Okay. Blush. I'm opting out of blush. I did buy one, an MUA one, and I'm opting out of it because I've got eyes and I'm going to have lips, and it's probably going to set me back another £4. Okay, onto the lips. I've got Barry M lip liner in number 5. I really like Barry M lip liners. Their pencils are good. And on the lip, I've got Maybelline Colour Drama in 610 Stripped Down. I went for this because it will last, but I really hate the smell of it. I think the smell's meant to be watermelon, but it's really synthetic and really rank. So there you have the finished New Year's Eve affordable makeup. It cost me £60, but minus these two, it was £50, and there was a couple of deals in there, so it would have been even cheaper. In America, that would be £50 equals $60. In Australia, I don't know how much they charge you for makeup, but I know it's a shitload, so it'll probably be even more. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And let me know what other videos you'd like. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's NixiePixie1. I will wear this makeup all day, and then later on, at my brother's birthday, at the end, I'll take a photo so that you can see how it's lasted. But I'm pretty sure it will last well. It seems to have gone on really, really nicely, and actually is really nice. It is a bit more time consuming to put makeup on. That is a little bit cheaper because you really have to get it to work into the skin. But to save yourself literally 300 quid, it's well worth it. Hope you liked it, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, Happy New Year.